Good day, everyone. I am Gina M. Castañas, leader of Group 1, and today we will be discussing about the drugs addiction. So what is drug addiction? Drug addiction, also called substance use disorder, is a disease that affects a person's brain and behavior and leads to an inability to control the use of an illegal or illegal drug or medication. Substances such as alcohol, marijuana, and nicotine also are considered drugs. For more info, when you're addicted, you may continue using the drug despite the harm it causes. The risk of addiction and how fast you become addicted varies by drug. Some drugs, such as opioid painkillers, have a higher risk and cause addiction more quickly than others. As time passes, you may need larger doses of the drug to get high. Soon, you may need the drug just to feel good. As your drug use increases, you may find that it's increasingly difficult to go without the drug. Attempts to stop drug use may cause intense cravings and make you feel physically ill. Withdrawal symptoms. You may need help from your doctor, family, friends, support groups, or an organized treatment program to overcome your drug addiction and stay drug free. So, here are the symptoms of drug addiction behaviors. First is struggling with limits, defensiveness, loss of interest, reclusive and private behavior, erotic behavior, mood swings, changes in sleep habits. So, if this is present in you, maybe you are drug addicted. So you need to um, try to ask some professional help with it to have a help. And now I'm going to give you another more explanation about the different um, meanings about drug addictions, and my group mates will be giving it to you. And please continue watching.
I am Hermeline Balbuena and I will discuss what causes drug addiction. Some of the root causes of drug addiction is mental health problem, the influence of others, the absence of family involvement. Addiction to drugs is more likely in people who have a mental illness than the people who don't. Under the influence of friends and family abuse, both physical and sexual drug use at a young age. In my own opinion, peer pressure, physical and sexual abuse, early drug exposure, stress, and parental guidance can all have a significant impact on a person's likelihood of drug use and addiction. Development. Addiction risk is influenced by genetic and environmental factors that interact with critical developmental stages in a person's life.
I am Jean Martinez Lasala and today I will give some information about the causes of drug addiction. Like many other mental and physical health problems, multiple factors can and usually do contribute to drug addiction. The most frequently observed contributing causes of drug addiction include genetics. How your body and brain react to a particular drug is in part determined by your inherited traits, those encoded by your genes. Those traits can speed up or slow down the way the disease of addiction develops. Environment. Environmental factors such as your access to healthcare, exposure to a peer group that tolerates or encourages drug abuse, your educational opportunities, the presence of drugs in your home, your beliefs and attitudes, and your family's use of drugs are factors in the first use of drugs for most people, and whether that use escalates into addiction.
My name is Maribel Carriaga and now I will discuss the types of drug. Drug addiction can start with experimental use of a recreational drug in social situations, and for some people, the drug use becomes more frequent. For others, particularly with opioids, drug addiction begins with exposure to a prescribed medications or receiving medication from a friend or relative who has been prescribed the medication. And those are the types of drugs. Number 1, alcohol. Number 2, cocaine. Number 3, heroin. Number 4, caffeine. Number 5, marijuana. And the last one is methamphetamine.
Good day, everyone. My name is Jesra Nino, and I will be discussing the commonly abused drug. So, what are those? Prescription drugs, synthetic drugs, and painkiller drugs. Those are drugs are actually recreational use by the doctors and professionals and scientists. So, the first is prescription drugs. Prescription drug is an anti-anxiety drugs. It is a drugs that are snorted, can be also smoked or sometimes mixed with alcohol. One of the most dangerous mixes. It will stop and reduce heart rate rapidly and leading to death. The next one is synthetic drugs. A synthetic drugs is go by various names. So it is due to constantly involving the natures of synthetic drugs, new names that formulation keep appearing to stay ahead of chemically derived drugs can be highly dangerous also, given their dubious origins and uncertain dosing. The next one is painkiller. Painkiller is the most come in tablet form. However, some can be received in a liquid form. Some of these is include throat syrup or with codeine. This is actually one of recreational use, but we have to use it in a moderate use one because it is had a limited in how to use by those the proof professional people. It is used by the proper dosage and also by the proper prescription drugs by the professionals.
Good day, I am Rodelyn Ronquillo. Today I will discuss about the advantages of using drugs. Advantages. The benefits of medicine are the helpful effects you get when you use them, such as lowering blood pressure, curing infection, or relieving pain. Drugs can produce a high, give people energy, make them feel good, reduce stress, and aid to sleep. So, we should always keep in our mind that every medicine that we take has its effect, either good or bad. So, before we take any medicine, make sure that it is prescribed by the doctor and thou shalt not do self-medications. This is an example of advantages using drugs. Enhancement of performance.
Good day, I am Leah Serangas. Today I will discuss the drug's disadvantage. Long-term use and larger doses have negative effects that can seriously harm your health, even cause death, including disease risks from sharing needles and permanent damage to brain and other organs. Disadvantages of drugs in school are declining grades, absenteeism from school and other activities, and increased potential for dropping out of school are problems associated with adolescent substance abuse. While disadvantages of using drugs is that it can cause hallucinations, others make feel numb. One of the main elements of cognitive behavioral therapy is anticipating problems in recovery and improving clients. Self-control by helping teams several techniques that addiction. There are several techniques that addiction treatment specialists use to accomplish this. One such technique is exploring positive and negative consequences. continued drug use. This is the examples of the drug's disadvantages.
Good day, everyone. I am Jenny Ifibra. I am here now to discuss the post-prevention. How to prevent substance abuse drugs. While it's practically impossible to prevent anyone and everyone from using illicit drugs, there are things we can all do to avoid drug and or alcohol abuse. By sharing this knowledge with those closest to you, you yourself may be able to prevent them from doing drugs too.
Good everyone, my name is Jasinjit Vilaparo and today I will discuss the 5 types prevention drugs abuse. Number 1. Understand how substance abuse develops. Number 2. Avoid temptation and peer pressure. Number 3. Seek help for mental illness. Number 4. Examine the risk factors. Number 5. Keep a well-balanced life. Number 1. Understand how substance abuse develops. Using addictive drugs for recreational purposes. Number 2, seeking out intoxication every time you use. Number 3, abusing prescription medication. number number 2, avoid temptation and peer pressure. Develop healthy friendship and relationship by avoiding friends or family members pressure you use a substance. Number 3, seek help for mental illness. Mental illness and substance abuse often go hand in hand. If you are dealing with mental illness such as anxiety, depression, or post-traumatic stress disorder, you should seek pro- professional help from a licensed therapist or counselor. Number 3, seek help for mental illness. Number 4, Number 4, examine the risk factors. Look at your family history or mental illness and addiction. Several studies have shown that this disease tends to run in the family but can be prevented. Number 5, keep a well-balanced life. People often turn to drugs and alcohol when something in their life is missing or not working will sim- simply get in the way and hinder you from achieving your goals. That's all.
So, as per of our local research about the drug cases here in Hinatuan, Surigao del Sur, as of the year 2021, there is only one case of drug addiction, and as of year 2022, in the months of January and February, there are already 3 cases of drugs addiction. As we all know that our President Roa Rodrigo Duterte started the war on drug on 2016, here are the statistics before he started the war on drugs. So as of now, our government is still fighting for this problem and is still in process on making this war on drug happen and end it together with the policies implemented by the government. Thank you. So that ends our discussions about the drugs addiction, and I hope you learned something. Thank you for watching.